Welcome to another part of my Management Accounts Automation Masterclass. If you've landed here without context, I recommend starting with the introduction video. It's linked below. Everything you need to follow along is in the description. Let's get into it. Next one is, let me just mark the ones that we've done. So this is now done. Done. Okay, the next one is 12 months rolling. So we always want to show the last 12 months, including current period. So if we wanted to use period numbers like this, 1 to 12 wouldn't work, because right at the end we want to have 10 for this month. So we want to have 10, then 9, 8, and so on. So 10, to make it dynamic, this would have to be always current period. Then this would have to be this -1, and so on, which means once we get to previous year, we will get 0, -1, -2, and so on. So that's fine. And now we want the same showing somewhere here to be able to refer to it. So let's add one more row, and we'll start with 12 for current year. This is the same. -1. So as we go into the previous year, this is 0, -1, -2, and so on. So that's fine. Let's just align it. Right, so now I can use these to pull the correct numbers dynamically into this report. We used XLOOKUP here, but we will have to use index here because we want to search for the right row by the full path of the account name, but we also want to search now for the correct column. We cannot just say always take from this column or from this column. We want this to be dynamic and move as to always show the 12 months from the period, from the accounting period, from the reporting period. So if we were reporting in May, this would be the period. So these 12 P&Ls we would be interested in. So to make it dynamic, we will have to use index. Okay, so let's do that and see what happens. So index. We want to index the whole, not the whole TB. I only need to index the whole P&L section of the TB. And because it cannot be now dynamic, we will go and I'm just going to add one extra row, because this may expand. This may get, at the moment it's like I don't know, 15 or so rows. It may get bigger with time. So we will take care of that as well. For now, I'm just giving one extra row, and I'm going to fix that, the whole area. And now I want to find the correct row, which will be, I want to match the account name, and we want to fix the column so it doesn't shift. We want to find this name in this range, which is dynamic. And again, I want to fix this completely. Okay, and the match has to be exact. And column, we want to match period number. And here we want to fix row only. We want to look for it in this newly added section. fix it completely. And again, match 0, close match, close index. And we've got the correct figure, it just needs a minus in front of it. That seems fine. So let's now copy this across to expenses. Okay, so that we don't need the minus here for expenses. Okay, here, 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 and here. That's it. And now let's add, let's see if I can get rid of these. I prepare this look without the currencies. So this is, what does it need? This is now, okay, we need to make this dynamic as well. So this is always our current reporting period, and this is whatever it was 12 months earlier. So we know that the end of this is current period, but we need to work out the start, which we can use these numbers to look it up in our trial balance, on our trial balance tab. So how do we find January? We lookup this number in this section here. Let's fix it, and we want to return the month. Fix it, and so this is our January. So it's correct. So now let's take this formula and start typing it here, but we will wrap it in text. So the formula is like this, and the format we want, this time we want full month and full year. And let's see how it looks. January, that's correct. And then connect it with space, hyphen space, with the same, but for, oh, no, we don't need to look it up. We know that the end of it is always current month. Current month. So text current month, and then the format the same, month, and full year. Okay, so we can get rid of this, and let's test it. If we were reporting in for May, this would have returned June to May 24. So this is working, and you can see these changed as well. So that's, I'm happy with that. Go back to December. What else needs to, so we've got this. So these as well need to be dynamic. So this needs to return January, which is exactly the same formula. Except we want the format to be shorter, maybe just month, and then just 2 digits of the year. And we can copy this across. So this is all dynamic now. Let's test it again on May or June. July to June, July to June. So that is working. Back to December. And final thing to do at this stage is the checks back to TB. So I'm going to copy this to start with, but we will adjust the formula slightly. Where does it start? Here. Okay, because this is not correct. So we want to check it. What do we want to check it against? We want to check it against month total P&L, which is this figure, this line, but it has to be also based on the correct column, which is moving because of the 12 rolling month. So we can look up this period in here and return the P&L for it. Fix it. So this returns P&L and then minus what we've got in our report, and that should be 0. So that's our check to TB. Everything works except this one. And this is probably tax. This might be just due to a mistake that I made when I was just trying to cheat and copy the account names quickly. So I'll look into that. Okay, so this is now fixed because I was missing somehow. It must have accidentally got deleted. This line was missing, which is corporation tax. And oddly, this is like somewhere in the middle of P&L, which normally you would have it somewhere at the bottom. So, but we're not rearranging the P&L for the purpose of this masterclass. But that's one thing why QuickBooks reports, just as they come from QuickBooks, they're not necessarily the best layout, the one that we want. But for here, for these purposes, I'm leaving this in. So there is no difference. And if I don't like these, I will round it in up down to decimal places. Okay, so I'm happy with the TB, with the check. It all agrees. And let me just see, that was the original as well. Okay, so that's done. Let's give it a blue and move on to the next. Thanks for watching. You're one step closer to a fully automated month end. And remember, you don't need to go through the entire masterclass before you start seeing results. Each layer we build adds practical automation that you can apply immediately to your own work. By the end of the series, you'll have everything you need to implement the full system to your own data. And if you'd prefer support or want the system implemented for your company, you can contact me through my website. I'll see you in the next lesson.